Now, if you're going to be out scouting in the winter, you've got to actually make sure that your vehicle is going to be able to get you to where you want to be, and it's going to be able to make a difference for you. So I recommend taking a look at your tires and your suspension for your vehicle. And specifically today, we're going to talk about snow tires and winter tires. For many years, I actually ran regular tires year-round. I moved to Nebraska about 6 years ago, and during the winter, I was coming back from a hunt, and I actually got blown off the road by the wind, and really because of the lack of the quality of tires that I had. It allowed the tires to slip right off the road in ice, in heavy winds. So I began to do some research, and in the process, I began to really learn about winter tires. I had never owned winter tires before. I had never lived in a climate that really needed them. We didn't need winter tires in Washington, D.C. If the snow falls on the ground in Washington, D.C., you just don't go anywhere. But here in Nebraska, you want to be able to get out. You want to be able to enjoy the outdoors when it's snowing. We spent a number of years in some of these climates where, you know, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minneapolis, in places where you're going to get heavy snow, snow tires are actually a must, and winter tires are a must. And so looking at winter tires, I began to do some research, and the team at TireRack.com really helped me out and began to help me narrow down the search specifically for winter tires. So one of the things is we did, you can see it's a little bit wet and muddy here today. We specifically picked up Yokohama, the Geolandar series. These are a winter rated all-terrain tire. They're not specifically winter tires, but they are winter rated tires. And for our needs, this is what we really wanted, because we do a lot of off-roading. I wanted a tire that could do a lot of off-roading as well as hold the traction during the winter on snow and ice. And then from there, we switch them out with our summer tires that are off-road tires. So this is what we chose, the Yokohama Geolandar LTs for light truck. You know, here for the Toyota Tacoma. And this Tacoma looks a little beat up today, but it's got right at 305,000 miles and continues to get us in and out of the outdoors. So check out the Geolandars, check out TireRack.com, and please feel free to read some of the statistics on our website about what we've learned. One of the most telling statistics was the difference between a regular tire on a vehicle stopping at 30 miles an hour on snow and ice. A regular tire allowed a vehicle to stop 150 feet. So that car hit the brakes on an emergency stop, and 150 feet later it came to an exact stop. On winter tires, that number was actually reduced to 85 feet. So that's a tremendous amount of space, and 85 feet is the difference between 150 and 85 is going to be right at 70 feet, basically 65, 70 feet. That difference is tremendous, and that's what's going to keep you alive, and the reason why you should be looking at winter tires and going and talking to the people at Tire Rack.